We have already appointed a possible chairman. His name is Tobias Whitaker.
All right then, yay!
Good to see you.
No, never did. Yeah, he was from and I think he's done good himself. I didn't know if your neighbor was just up on the hill, up the hill from you. Downstairs.
Up in the hill from Inks or?
No, from you. Just, yeah. Right on the road.
On Crane Hill Road?
Yeah, the split rail fence that's in the front, and then go down, and it's like a double wide lane.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure.
Forget the name. Nice.
Yeah.
How you been?
You know, I heard something in
How
the
was it?
paper, radio that I didn't think it was a big cut out or something. No.
Where? You get older, I'm 61.
You travel together?
I knew it was under new
How
man.
did you find things out there? Was it encouraging or?
I mean, that's a big office down there. How could they? Oh, they did? There's Jack Doyle working on something.
Yes, yes.
People watch Fox News.
Oh, yeah.
And they just get that aspect of the news.
Yeah.
Like I was at, I'll be choosing my place. Local,
Come in and have
actually, yesterday,
post office
mobile.
boxes, stuff like
I was
that.
at,
And
that
send
was great.
packages.
So anything, any actions like that I can maybe fly into and then fly out. But not traveling around, we're not in cities. Like I was, Philadelphia, living here.
That's for 20-year-olds. I saw you. I've been watching your TV appearances.
Thanks. I mean, I'm glad I did it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it, because I felt extremely actual people involved there. They were so gracious.
You mentioned advertising.
To that stuff,
To the internet,
it was so important.
Is that what swears by?
Join, that's what
So I
they
thought
need to
about it once
Because what they say is, they said, you make it
until the
legit.
last meeting.
You can't call us a bunch of dirty hippies anymore. Because you were a main establishment of society.
Oh, okay.
And you're saying we're right.
That's a good idea.
And they were just so thankful for all these
Apple cider vinegar?
praising.
Yeah.
So I really felt good about it. I have no regrets whatsoever.
So you
But
sound
then
a
they,
lot
yeah,
better.
they do.
Everybody's looking back.
I used to hunt down in there and I used to clean chimneys. I had several customers out on that road.
That wasn't easy.
Are they still giving you problems in Philadelphia?
They quit because they realized they couldn't, I confronted them. I confronted the police commissioner demanded that I stop. He ordered me to stop. He would take any and all action to stop me. I have his letter. Sometime I will show you his letter. And the pension, they were threatening me with my pension. But I know, the police commissioner had no authority. I know I was committing no illegal act because I just warned you. I never acted like I had authority. I never ordered anybody. Yeah, I had it all, but I did not order anyone to do anything. I did not tell anyone who was present come. Basically, it was like a good Halloween costume. You know, because I never. You have to have the action of the person.
I asked.
I never told anybody move that barrel over there. Street. Stood it with a sign. Oh, they tried.
Oh, yes, yes.
They wanted to for that, but then it came down to I was exercising my First Amendment rights of free speech. As long as I didn't take any action to make people think that I had political power and ordered them to do something. So they quit. They were their empty threats. I stood up to them.
I saw you were picketing outside the police headquarters.
I took it right to them. How did you see that?
It was on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That's where I saw it.
I took it right to them. The more they tried to intimidate me,
So
the
I
more I
won't
went
get
right
it to
at
me,
them.
I won't see it.
You know?
I will know that you sent it, but I won't know that you sent it. And no address is on it.
And I knew they could not touch my pension.
Right.
Because I checked that out
Well,
before.
no, but
Before I started this
usually
whole
what I
thing.
do is I
Two
send
things
it
I
to
checked out.
myself. And then the BCC, I send it to everybody else. So it comes back to me. But they see, they only see my address.
Police department, I told him what I was going to do. He put me on hold. He talked to some other people. He said, listen, we've never heard of anybody doing this.
Automatically, any address that shows
You're
up
going to be
gets
first.
entered into their
We
book.
decided
Whereas mine doesn't unless I physically do it.
what you're doing is legal. But, he said, you're going to take a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah,
He
I get a
warned me,
lot from
as a friend.
but it doesn't
gonna
have
take a
everybody
hell
else's
of a
address, it only has mine on it.
But he said, it's legal. And that's all I wanted to hear.
Yes,
And in
yes,
the police
but I don't want to
letter,
see everybody's, yes. Right.
when he said, what you're doing is unauthorized, it's illegal, I will do anything and everything to stop you, blah, blah, blah. I was looking for one thing. After every sentence, I was looking for one thing. I was
Yeah,
looking for
see,
a
well, you don't
law
want the CC because
that
that
he
way you
was
see it all.
citing
BCC
that I was
is fine,
violating.
perfect copy. The
Every
other thing too
sentence,
depends, I have
I
two
saw
emails.
all I saw was
Different,
threats.
okay. On
I
the
saw no
right-hand,
law I was violating.
when you
At
go
the
to
very end,
respond, you can hit the reply.
they didn't say
To the
any
right
law.
of it, there's
Now, he would
another
have said,
button. When
you're
you hit
violating
that,
law section
it says
4-52, you're
That's how you
violating
do
this.
it. And
And I
then when it
said,
says
I'm
forward,
violating
there's
these certain
a
laws.
blank spot up at the
But
top.
since he didn't
So that's where I would put my own
specific law,
and then I would hit my carbon copy.
and I knew about my pension. Once
And
you,
then
they
when
only
you
mention your
forward it,
pension.
you could also edit it, so if there's something there that you
Once
see
you're
somebody sent to you with a comment that you don't think is
Do something illegal,
I could kill somebody
and you still get your pension, right?
if I'm retired.
You'll find me.
But I had those two very important things covered.
I haven't read all of them.
Before I even started. I knew it was the well.
Even if you were breaking the law, you can't do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So another one, oh, okay.
If I broke the law, they could arrest me. Well, they did arrest me.
Yeah.
But that was for civil disobedience.
What happened
I
with
sat in the street. It was discharge, yeah. But I sat in the street with other guys. And I refused to move. This was in front of Wall Street.
yeah, I saw it.
And so, so I didn't break the law for that. But it was not for impersonating a police officer.
Right.
It was for obstructing the highway, just like everybody else. So, and I decided to do that. That wasn't something that they caught me off guard with.
Yeah.
All in all, quite an experience.
How many cities did you visit?
All of yours. I should have kept it. They told me, keep it at that. I'm so tired at the end of the night. And I'm not a no-keeper.
Yeah. You went all around the country?
Yeah, a lot of on the East Coast. And ended up in the South. Only because of the weather. In the RV I had, you can't travel north.
Yeah.
For hitting snow on the highways and really cold weather. No, right, exactly. Ended up in the South. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's even worse, is right.
Like Occupy Tennis.
Yeah, like,
DC.
but we'll see what comes up. I'm not ruling myself out of everything, but it would be, I wouldn't live anywhere from near New York City anymore.
How long were you in Manhattan?
Well, November 14th, 2011.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I came back occasionally for a couple of days,
Right.
here and there. And then Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Newark, New Jersey. These are all different. They're all different places. I had some other places. Yeah, Newark had one.
How about Binghamton?
No, but I was at Binghamton, a good one.
Yeah, they had a good one.
Yeah.
I stopped in for one day. It's only for a couple hours.
I visited there.
They were calling me the protesting postman. No, the protesting postmaster. Sure, wearing your uniform. With shorts. Well, he's wearing it for that part because I'm on. He's not retired. Yeah, I'm current. Yeah,
Right. See, that's what gave me all my liberty. I was retired.
Right.
If I was retired, I couldn't have been able to do it. Because then the police commissioner could have given me two things. He could have stopped, ordered me to stop.
Yeah.
And if I didn't, he could have fined me. If I was in uniform, I was still active.
How did you find the other cops? How did they respond to you?
They didn't like me.
No.
They called me a traitor. Traitor. And that was the word used. Yeah. Little did they understand the corruption, these corporations, how greedy, how young they are. They're never satisfied. I mean, they can have billions of dollars, and they'll still pollute your air and water for more money.
Yeah.
They never, their greed is insatiable. They're different people. I really believe that they're sociopaths.
Yeah.
They don't care about anybody or anything else except
Yeah.
sociopaths.
They're just well civilized, acclimated sociopaths.
That's what makes them go.
That's what drives them.
That's the only thing they
That's the only thing.
It's more power for them than money. Yeah.
That's why it's a sickness. It's a sickness. And those are the people that control our lives.
They'll rather lose money if it means that they don't lose, win. Like, they don't want to look bad, they don't want to lose, they want to win. It's all about like that power.
One guy, stop. He who dies with the most toys
Win. It's all over Long Island, all the bumper stickers. They would come to the gas station with like, fill up their jet skis and all their, you would see it all on their truck.
Oh, that's how you win.
So the cops didn't like it. Not even one of them like.
Well, a few of them. A few would come up. It was always very discreet. They didn't want their bosses or anything. You know, they'd come up and keep up the curve. You know, stuff like that. Because they knew. Some of them knew. Most of them didn't say a word. So that was, I don't know. They did support me. They didn't want other people to see. But the biggest thing I got was indifference. You know, they didn't say one thing or the other. So
Well, that's better than fake.
curse me or something.
Yeah, I mean, taking a side, like taking the wrong side.
Yeah. Some of them, no. Hey, how you doing? When I was in jail.
You guys from Sydney?
City Center.
Yeah. You know Abdul, right?
Abdullah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Wait,
nice to meet you.
which
He
of?
came down my horses.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Abdullah. Nice to see you guys.
What's your name?
Bevilacqua. Drink the water. We're gonna save the water. You know, my first name is Epifanio. So Epiphany. So I'm gonna have epiphanies over this.
It's good to me.
How many horses do you have?
3. I have a Pasifino, a Paint Thoroughbred, and a Shetland pony.
He's pretty good with them.
Oh yeah, he was real good. He broke in that Pasifino horse that was
I wish I knew about this meeting, I would have announced it.
Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order.
And just so you know a little about what's going on here, because of the motion we made to have this meeting, we have the authority to go ahead with the meeting, okay? This is an official meeting, even though our other two members are not here. And just to make it more positive, I'm going to move or make the motion that Tobias Whitaker will be the chairman of this meeting.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So carried.
Okay. And so just to kind of build on that so that we're all on the same page, normally if the supervisor isn't here, then the deputy supervisor would step up and fill his shoes. And we're in a situation where neither the supervisor or the deputy supervisor is currently here, so went through the process of naming an individual to cover that role. We also went through and contacted the Association of Towns to make sure that this was properly set up, and verbally and in writing, they went through and said that this is a properly established. So, just so we're all on the same page. So at this point, we're getting together to go through and have a discussion and potentially a vote to send the proposed draft moratorium to the county. And if I go through and you feel like there's anything that needs to be suggested, make sure this is going properly, feel free to.
Okay, I'll make the motion that we send a copy of our moratorium to the county,
I'll second.
and then we'll have a little discussion. The reason for this is the county can override our motion, our whatever we decide to do, and the only way we could override theirs is if we had a supermajority. In other words, 4 people would have to vote for it. And the last time we did this last year, the county decided that they didn't like it because it said it wasn't very clear in the moratorium about gas drilling. The moratorium we have now is very clear that this will have nothing to do, against the pipelines. It is against the gas drilling, okay? I can even read it to you a little bit, okay, so you'll understand.
Before you go a little bit farther, can I call a vote on the motion to send the moratorium to Delaware County? I have a motion by Pete Cortez, a second by William Heath. Can I have a vote on that, A's?
We should have the discussion first before we can.
Okay.
Normally,
I
that's
just don't know what.
the way it should
We
be
have a
done.
first and a second.
Just call the discussion.
Okay.
The way the moratorium is written, it says, this local law does not purport to address in any manner gas lines that are under the jurisdiction of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, gas pipelines that are under the jurisdiction of the New York Public Service Commission, or gas pipelines that are not under the jurisdiction of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission or the Public Service Commission. This local law does not prohibit the transmission of natural gas for the purpose of supplying or generating heating, cooling, or power for use in buildings, residential or non-residential, and or by businesses located in the town of Sidney, the village of Sidney, or anywhere else in Delaware County. I think that makes it pretty clear, okay? So,
And also, the local law affects the prohibition with respect to certain specified land uses, but only on property that is located within the town of Sidney and is not located within the incorporated village of Sidney. So it doesn't do anything to the village.
So this moratorium has nothing to do with village?
Correct.
So when does the moratorium affect?
It affects the drilling and fracking in the town of Sidney. This moratorium says you cannot do any drilling or fracking for 1 year in the town of Sidney from the day that it's instituted. That gives us some time to come up with some regulations for the town and to see what is going to be going on in the state level, so we can compensate for it or handle it, so to speak.
And there is also the grandfathering of pre-existing, is that correct as well?
If, in other words, if somebody has already drilled a gas well, and they can go ahead with using it, that
But they
spelled out
sorry,
there.
trying to interject there. So if there's a previously drilled gas well, they can use it in the state of Sandy, they're not gonna refract it, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yes, if it's been closed, they cannot reopen it. It's only a working well currently. Will be talking about it.
And this only has to do, even the fracking only does not have to do with the village, but isn't the village in the town?
Yeah.
The
But it
village-
specifically states in here that the village.
So this does not,
The village is like a separate entity in the town, and it's specifying that. in this
so therefore
moratorium.
we would be saying fracking would be allowed in the village.
If the village so elected to let it happen.
Are you ready to take input from the public?
Pardon?
Are you ready to take input from the public?
That happens at the public hearing.
Yes, that'll be.
Well, we'll do that
I
at
didn't
the,
ask you, I asked him.
Sorry,
We-
just
I don't
offering,
think you're an attorney, are you?
no,
Good.
just offering some help.
we're going to have, on the 24th, we're going to have a meeting just for discussion, okay? And then at the next regular town board meeting on the 14th of February, there will be a public hearing. And we're gonna vote on that tonight.
But you're acting on referring something to the county.
Yes.
Yes, that's all we're voting on, is sending this to the county.
But that's apparently your position, and it's the start of it.
Right, get it started.
That's, yes.
Well, I may be in the minority here, but I think I wanna make it perfectly clear that I'm not in favor of this moratorium. It's a mistake. I've spoken before.
You can state that at the hearing.
Shut up! I'm not talking to you.
Please
Keep your mouth shut.
Please don't.
I'm talking to them.
Let him speak, Albert.
You're talking out of turn.
Albert, let him speak, please.
I have the floor until they take it away from me, okay? Just shut up.
So point that
That
finger
is
at
I'll point my
too
finger
rude.
at you every time I
That
want
is
to.
not behavior befitting a public meeting, sir.
We're, Mr. Whitaker.
Your behavior.
Yes,
We're more than willing to hear your opinion.
fine.
I'd like to hear your opinion.
I wanna make it perfectly clear. This is wrong. I've said it before, I've spoken before at a number of different meetings. It's wrong what you're doing. You're making a mistake.
Why?
I think, I've explained a number of times why. It should be in the record. If it's not, I think it's on film probably anyway. I didn't come prepared tonight to remind everybody why this is a big mistake. I don't think that anybody here cares anyway, and more than likely what I have to say, nobody's gonna care about, and it's not gonna make any difference here, but I'm telling you this. I'm tired of talking to you guys and getting, a deaf ear to the whole thing. What I am gonna tell you is this, because I'm tired of it, I don't think, any amount of rationalization is gonna, make any difference to you guys. And I want you to know this, I am pledging right now, I'll pledge $1 an acre for all the land that I own in the town of Sidney to challenge what you're doing, to bring a lawsuit if that's what it takes, in order to see to it that this does not happen. I don't know if I'm the first one to do that, I'm pretty sure I won't be the last,
Thank you, Mr.
just so you know.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Is there a copy of the?
Do I just send it to county first?
They'll be available tomorrow after it's sent to the county.
After it's.
I can make you a copy if you wanna pick it up tomorrow at my office, I'll make however many copies, whatever. anytime you discuss anything at any town board meeting, it has to be available to the public, so anybody who wants a copy can see me, and I'll make you a copy.
Yes, sir.
Will there be a copy on the website? Do you have a
IT
website?
is something we're working on, yeah, so probably better off getting a hard copy.
It would save the town some money on printing costs.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, yes, yes, and that is in the works, but it won't be tomorrow.
Can I just see a really quick show of hands of anybody that wants a copy, so I can? 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, 11, okay.
Can it be sent by attachment electronically? We give you email addresses?
I don't have it.
Okay,
Alls I have it is in hard copy.
I just thought that would help.
Let's go ahead and vote on it.
So, so the correct wording then, to vote to go through to send this to county, all in favor?
Aye.
Should I read this right here? Okay.
I am proposing.
So I'll go ahead and read this to make sure we're doing this properly, but, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm proposing that the draft is acceptable to the majority of the board to vote to send it to Delaware County for General Municipal Law 239 on review. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Carried.
Anything else about that, or we're done with that part?
I think we're done with that part.
Okay.
And then we'll go.
Then, I was gonna say, I'll move to, that an informational session be held on Thursday, January 24th, to inform the public on the contents of the moratorium prohibition on natural gas and petroleum exploration and extraction activities, underground storage of natural gas and disposal of natural gas or petroleum extraction, exploration, and production waste, and that any required legal notice of this informational session be given and published.
Information meeting to be held on January 24th
Yes.
at what time?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, here in the Civic Center?
So it's on here.
I'm not gonna list a room right now because I don't know the availability, so we might, probably an informational meeting should be moved upstairs to do it better.
Okay, and we'll publish that
Okay,
when it's done.
yeah, but I think if you're gonna have an informational meeting, I think to avoid a small like this, we should try to get a bigger room, 202 or 204, whatever, 202.
That sounds like a good idea.
Just give me a second here.
Yeah.
Second, right? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
And I'd also like to move that a public hearing for this moratorium be held immediately prior to our next regularly scheduled town board meeting, Thursday, February 14th. Well, the public hearing would be held at 6?
7,
7?
right
Okay.
before the regular meeting.
Okay, and that any and all required legal notification be given and published.
I think that's a motion done.
And I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Carried. Oh, I'm sorry.
When will the public be able to sign up to speak at the 14th hearing? Will that take place at the meeting room on the 14th?
Usually, that's up to the supervisor, he usually will set whether he's gonna give people 3 minutes, you know.
No, I mean, when you can sign up to speak. We have to call your office like we did the last time
In a public hearing, anybody is invited to.
to
That's
speak?
right. There might be a time limit imposed, but that's up to the supervisor.
No, you misunderstand. When do we sign up to
You
speak?
don't sign up
You
though.
don't.
Public hearing.
You come and you speak
You
at.
just raise your hand and get called on? Okay.
I don't think we have any.
You haven't had that before.
I think that finishes our business, right, at this meeting? I'll make the motion to adjourn the meeting. Aye.
Aye.
We've done it.
Thank you.